Howdy, I'm B. Let me welcome you to the Beer Snobs Radio Show. We're a bunch of friends who are not experts, but we know we like in beer. Our definition of a beer snob is someone who just won't drink craft beer. So sit back and listen to us blind review beers on the Beer Snobs Radio Show.
Calling all beer snobs, how you guys doing? I am B, and to my left is...
Hey, this is Brian with Beer Quest.
QWEST.
Stop it, man! That's 4 weeks in a row.
And across the table is...
Damon.
Okay, guys, taking it back old school for this show. So, question
Just do a double blind.
Yeah, question of the week. You know what? We got a lot of new breweries opening up left and right, up and down. What brewery you think represents you what brewery would you wish could sponsor you personally with the way they do their beers, the way they're presented? What brewery do you want to say, hey, this brewery is a brewery? If you want to drink beers like I like to drink, go to this brewery. Damon?
Oh, God, like you even have to ask. Well, I guess you have to ask so I can answer, and people, listening will be able to figure it out. I fucking love those guys. I Brewing in Chino Hills, California. The perfect balance of like sweet and bitter beers, high ABV beers. I mean, they put a lot of love into what they make, and I've never had an I brew I didn't like. I mean, and that's pretty rare. For a lot of the places I've gone to, there's at least one that I'm like not really sure about. I love everything those guys make, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from all you can eat pizza. So I'm like, I'm down. So my choice would be I Brewing, Chino Hills.
Cool. Hardiman?
That's a pretty cool choice. I haven't been there myself, but I've heard really, really good things about a lot of their one-off beers.
They have some really cool stuff.
We got to go. We got to go then.
For me, I really, really like the guys at Wix.
I am not surprised by that answer.
They make a really nice assortment of beers. They've got their strong pale ales, their IPAs. They've got their reds, their browns. They've got a really nice saison called Lulu.
I've gotten to go there once, and I liked everything I tried. I haven't tried everything. I think I've tried everything on the I menu, and every time I go back, I try something new. I didn't get to try everything on Wix, but everything I liked, and their bar food was also very good.
They have food.
Food.
Not everybody has food.
Not everybody has food. That makes them special.
Yeah. And these guys are doing some really cool things. You should see some really cool things coming from Wix in the next few months, and you should see them expanding.
Cool.
I think about it. I've been talking to people about how I've been drinking beer left and right, up and down, but there's a brewery to represent what I like to drink and what you should probably go try. For me, I'm going to say Golden Road. I like Golden Road a lot. I think they do their browns well, their wheats well. I think their IPAs are done very well. And I just think I love the fact that everything they do is in a can. That's something I really do appreciate, that you can take their beer wherever, anywhere. It's sold at Dodger Stadium. It's sold at
in a what?
In a can.
Oh, they're good, dude. They're good.
It's really good.
I hate cans.
We know you do, but it's really good beer, and I'm a big fan of Golden Road. If it wasn't for Golden Road, I was trying to think of something more local than that. But honestly, whenever I see a Golden Road beer, I really want to pick up a 4-pack and keep going.
Yeah, they make some awesome stuff. Plus, did you hear that last month they just picked up a brand new brewer?
Yeah, Vic from the Tap House.
That's right. Yeah, Victor Novak, dude. That's going to be awesome. See what creations come out of that place now.
We'll see.
All right, guys. So, beer number one?
Double blinds. Taking it back old school.
Nice. Well, this is a dark beer.
This is dark as night. I mean, I can't even get a purple gleam out of it, which sometimes with the darker beer you can get. The head is beautiful. Look at that, man. I stirred that up with ease.
Smells like bourbon, I think.
Look at the way it coats the glass.
Yeah, it's a nice thin head. It's lasting, though. Actually, it's getting thicker and thicker.
Look at that, man. That is beautiful.
Slightly brown. It's almost like a mocha color.
I think this is barrel aged in something. Smell it.
Oh, yeah. That smells really good.
Oh, man.
It's definitely barrel aged.
Wow. Got to try this. Got to taste it.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, I'm loving this.
I think I was expecting a lot more.
This is
good.
Oh, man.
It's got some nice chocolate in there.
This is a good porter. This is a really good porter. I'm loving this. The thickness, the flavor. It's just, oh man. This is almost on the dessert side, but this is just
It's not sweet though. It's not.
No, I'm
sweet.
saying it's almost on the dessert side.
Yeah,
but it's not too much. It doesn't go too far.
No, it's good.
And it's this perfect balance of the sweet and the smoke. Wow.
I don't get any of the smoke.
You have to let it swish around in your mouth a little bit. Swallow slowly. It's there.
Yeah,
it's there.
It's not too smoky. But it is. You get like a hint of burnt.
It's there, man. It's mild. The smoke is very gentle, but it's
You're
there.
right. You're right. It's very, very mild.
Yeah,
but it's nice. It's pleasant.
You know what really makes
which is
this
crazy.
great?
It's crazy for a beer like this.
The flavor is good, but the body feel on it's just great.
Oh God, yeah.
It's not thick. It's just perfect.
Hey, you don't need a fork. You don't need a fork, but yet it's not a stew. You know, it's not too thin. It's perfect consistency. It's oh my God.
I guess you guys want the reveal.
Yeah, totally.
I could just keep drinking it if you want.
What we have in front of us is Anchor Brewing Acre Porter.
Oh my
Nice.
God. Well, at least I called it.
With a deep black color and a thick creamy head, rich chocolate coffee flavors, and a full body smoothness, Anchor Porter is the epitome of a handcrafted dark beer. A blend of specialty roasted pale, caramel, chocolate, and black malts, along with our top fermenting yeast, creates a complexity without the bitterness. The brew is hopped at a high rate and naturally carbonated. The result is dark in the glass but surprisingly light on the palate. Anchor Porter became the first modern American porter style when it was introduced in 1972. As we celebrate its 40th anniversary, our porter continues to reward those who look beyond its intimidating appearance to discover its smooth, full-body drinkability. Anchor Porter is the definition of an American porter.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, I mean you don't get a lot of hops, do you?
Not at all.
Not a lot. No.
No.
It is. Oh man, this is.
You know,
I rarely find myself speechless, but I mean, I'm trying to find words to describe this, and all I can come up with is beautiful.
here's the thing I'm impressed with. We all thought it was barrel aged with something,
Yeah, that's true.
and it wasn't.
It wasn't. No.
And it still had that flavor. So personally, for me, you have to go try Anchor Porter. Recommendation all the way.
We're not even. Let's talk about the bottle real
You can
quick.
talk about the bottle all you want. I don't care if the bottle was in a fucking thing that said beer on it. You're going to buy this beer.
The bottle is just like okay. First of all, the bottle shape is a little odd.
Old school Anchor.
It's a normal Anchor bottle.
Anchor bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an Anchor bottle. I mean, no, I'm just saying like the shape of the bottle. It doesn't like a lot of bottles have the curve on the neck, and they're longer. This one is a little more stout in its shape.
This little stubby.
It's a stubby bottle, and the design is like seriously, it's like old, like navy tattoo art. Would you agree?
Yeah, totally.
Old naval tattoo art that you would
Sailor
find
Jerry.
on Sailor Jerry. It's kind of like Sailor Jerry-ish
Yeah.
that you would find on the arm of an old sailor, with the big anchor, and even the font, as we now call it in modern times, is the old navy font across where at least where it says Porter.
Yeah.
And it's got the little story on the top. I mean, it's. I think it could do without the pictures of the wheat. It makes it almost look a little busy because there's a lot going on there. But I mean, no, it's
still classic.
It's a nice bottle. It's a nice bottle, and the blueprint helps it stand out. But yeah, recommendations. Obviously, B already gave his recommendation.
I love this beer. This is fantastic.
You're saying gung ho? Yes.
Yeah, you got to try it. Yeah, I have to try it.
I'm gonna have to make this unanimous. This is 3 for 3. Definitely a contender for beer of the month.
This is how good this beer is. I want to go buy some tonight, leave it in my refrigerator.
It is. Yeah, it's that good.
You buy some tonight. I'm drinking some tonight. I am down.
All right, so beer number 2, nice amber color.
Yeah, but it's kind of transparent, and there's no head on this at all.
It's completely transparent. Dude. That's totally clear.
I've got a bad feeling about this. It's kind of trying to strip ahead, but it's like weak sea foam, man. It's not coming up. I'm shaking violently now.
I don't know. I'm
not
trying
getting-
this.
I barely got a head out of it.
I'm picking up a pale ale.
I'm picking up an amber. I'm not getting any hop punch
Yeah,
at all.
that's right. It's not too hoppy.
This is a pale. This is a really weak pale. I think it's amber
It's gonna go for the taste.
I will agree. I do think it's an amber now.
because you get that little
Yeah.
sweet bit at the end of it.
Oh man, I think it's been like 3 weeks since we tried an amber, and this really reminds me of the flavor notes of that one. I mean, just sweetness.
Yeah, just sweetness with a little bit of malt in there.
Yeah, I would say from the last time I've had an amber, there's a little bit more malt than I remember the last one, so it's at least a better amber. But
It has a really clean finish.
Here's my question. Most of the time I used to have ambers. I didn't remember being so sweet.
yeah, me either.
I don't remember having that sweet aftertaste. My palate is changing. You know, our palates are always evolving.
Well, the most familiar amber I can remember having is like Amber Bock.
Yeah.
And that one wasn't that sweet. And that's isn't that Miller?
That's a Miller.
It was like one of the only major company beers I would ever have back in the day. Once I started getting more into more obscure beers was the Amberbach, because it had that balance of sweet and just a tiny bit of regular, what you would call average beer bitterness. And this is just like all sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you walk into a place with Budweiser on tap, and really that Amberbock's your best choice.
No, it is. It is. But then again, usually if you're in a decent place, it'll end up being Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, that or, some sort of craft beer.
Yeah, well, usually, no, it's actually pretty hard to find. Now it's getting easier, but
it's getting easier.
Back in the day, now it's like, honestly, I still go to places where the best beer you're going to find is a Newcastle or a Blue Moon.
That is sad. I do find my place. Yeah.
You should turn out and walk away from those places.
I work in one of those places.
I've had to, order
but a Blue
up
Moon,
the
Blue Moon. I'll do with a good Belgian white every once in a while. So I don't drink Blue Moon at all. I just drink it when I'm at that club. So it's special.
Yeah.
Well, story about slumming it. I do find myself having to order a Budweiser Black Crown every now and again.
Oh God, I won't even bother with that shit.
Just because that's the best thing.
That's not really that bad of a bud. It's a bad bud.
Yeah, no, but it's still
it's not great.
No,
but
yeah.
for what they make, it's not
good.
bad.
It is only not bad once you compare it to what they normally make.
Well, you got the.
If you were just to drink it, it's like, what is this?
You got the platinum.
I'd rather have
the
Newcastle.
Black Crown. I'll take the Black Crown or the platinum.
I'll take the Newcastle, which they'll probably also be serving.
The platinum is only remarkable because
Jesus
they
Christ.
found a way to get that to be 6%.
Yeah.
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 Well, get back to the beer we're drinking.
This beer is so boring. We're talking about other beers. That's just like a mark of a bad relationship.
That's
when
true.
all I do is talk about ex-girlfriends.
Wow. So, since we're going to do the reveal now, so we can't figure anything else about, this is the Blue Moon Brewing Company Rounder.
Oh, wow. I didn't pick up the
Speaking of Blue Moon
character.
Me neither. In 1940s, Belgian-style pale ales grew in popularity and were ordered by the Round due to their balanced taste. Rounders are an expression of this sessionable style ale, crafted with hibiscus and orange peel for a hint of spiciness and a touch of wheat for a smoother, rounder taste. They're sessioning a 5.6.
Man,
So it is a pale ale.
this is usually my
Yeah, it's a
favorite
pale
in the fucking pack. When you get the Blue Moon pack, this is usually the best beer in it, and that is fucking sad because this tastes so weak.
Hibiscus and orange?
This tastes so weak coming off of a blind. That is so sad.
Yeah, but you can see. Taste it again.
But you know what?
It's a Belgian pale ale.
Drink a couple Blue Moons and this tastes great. Drink a couple of their Blue Moon Belgian whites and this tastes amazing. Right now, it's just like, what? Whatever.
I thought it was sweet. I thought it was an amber. I didn't think it was a pale.
I did think it was more of an amber. Although I did call it a pale.
You called it a pale when we first had it, but there's no hop bitterness anywhere.
Now I'm trying to taste it. I'm trying to taste the spice in it. And the thing is, because I couldn't really taste it before. Now that I'm trying, I'm like, I kind of pick it up.
It's not much of a spice as it is like an astringent flavor, and it's not even strong.
As calling it a Belgian, you would assume it would have Belgian spice. And again, I think I'm just comparing this to all the times I drink it after I drink a Blue Moon or a Belgian white Blue Moon. But oh god, it was so boring.
I think you're right with the boring. I think it was overpowering with the sweetness.
Let's talk about the bottle though. I'll give him credit for the bottle. It's a nice bottle design.
It looks like every other
the expressionist collection.
But no, I like the brown in against the brown bottle. I don't know why. I think it looks nicer than their regular blue or yellow or whatever. I think it goes. It's a good color scheme because the bottle's already kind of brown. The coloring's brown. There's white lettering on it. I think it works aesthetically. I'm just trying to give him credit for something.
No. I understand that, but here's my issue. I can't recommend this to anybody. I think there's better beers out there for you to try, and that's not even saying it's Blue Moon or not. It's just if this is a pale, we had a beer last week that was the best pale we had in a long time. If you're going to get a pale, go get the Aftermath.
That was good.
If you're good, but this pale, no. Though if you're going to get hibiscus in it, go to I&I. They make a hibiscus.
No, they do, and it's amazing.
It's fucking amazing.
Yes,
this was interesting. I'm happy somebody that big's making different strides. I just can't recommend this beer. I can't. I think it's like the best thing you can get in a pack of the Blue Moon specialties.
That's true.
So
then actually, is that how we got this? Was this in a seasonal pack?
no, I think this was bought a single. How much did this cost single?
$2.
Oh God, no.
That seems pricey.
That is super pricey. Yeah, no. If you're gonna get this, definitely get this in the big pack. Yeah, that's insane. That is an insane price for a single. But Hardiman, what's your recommendation? Do you recommend this? Yes or no?
I would not recommend this beer. I mean,
Wow.
If you're looking for a pale ale, there are a lot better pale ales than this one.
Well,
It's not horrible. It doesn't taste bad, but there's better stuff out there.
okay. Well, I guess it leaves it to me. I feel horrible about this. I feel like our beer snob alumnus professor would feel bad about saying bad things about Sam Adams. Because I mean, I'll just say it like this: if you've been drinking Belgian
Wait,
whites,
did you say Sam Adams?
well, yeah, no, because it was Professor loved Sam Adams.
Oh, he does.
So if to say something bad
Loves
about
it.
Sam Adams, you would backpedal like a motherfucker. Now, when it comes to this, I mean, like I drink Blue Moon on occasion. It is like guilty pleasure, and again, they serve it where I work. When it comes to the packs, like I'll drink a couple Blue Moons, Belgian whites, and then I'll end up having a rounder or two, and they're good. But drinking it blind, pains me to say. At least I can be honest about it. But I can't recommend it, and I can't recommend it because it calls itself a Belgian-Style, and off of a blind test with a clean palate, it doesn't exhibit what I think is deserving in a beer called with the Belgian title. As a pale, it is weak. It's not a bad beer, but it's not good enough for my recommendation.
I'd say all of their beers have at least some level of a Belgian influence.
Yeah, but this
one's not like
this
up
does not
there.
live up to Belgian Pale Ale off of
It's like
off of a clean palate.
it's like an
does not.
American take on a Belgian pale.
Like this is a great beer once you've been drinking other beers, but this is not off of a blind. I just can't recommend it. It pains me to say it because I like it, but I can't recommend it.
That's true. I wouldn't start with it. Would you be?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Here's what I think. This beer is a great beer. It's a gateway beer for people who haven't been drinking beer for a while.
Yeah.
If you want somebody to say, well, listen, this is what they call a pale ale for.
Again,
Blue
this
Moon.
is full title Belgian Pale.
Belgian pale. I would give this somebody who maybe never had a legit serious IPA.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was in Vegas.
Well, don't even compare the pales to IPAs.
Well, no, but this is what I mean. Like when I was in Vegas with my cousin one time, he didn't drink really beer, and I'm sitting there. I'm at my favorite bar. I got a Stone IPA. He drinks it. Goes, this tastes like shit, and that's what people get when they don't have that warning or preface before they get that. This is something I say here. Try this before you go any deeper. This is a good way to get down the rabbit hole, but we've been down the rabbit hole for an awful long time. There's no reason for us to go this way. So for people who are starting, go right ahead, try the rounder. It's not a bad beer. People have been drinking beer for a while, and you know where your local brewery is at, and you know exactly what you love and what you don't like. Stay the fuck away from this beer.
All right, so our first beer of the night was the Anchor Porter, and that got a 3 for 3.
Oh, that was delicious.
3 for 3 recommendation from us. Then after a clean palate, we did the the Blue Moon Brewing's Rounder Belgian Style Pale, and it got a 0 of 3.
Wah, wah.
So we have another beer for that's up for beer of the month. It's going to be a competition, so we'll see what happens. But the decision will be made as of next month.
And I want to remind everybody out there, the beer of the month is a Grimbergen Abbey Double.
Yes, beer of the month for August.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to go out there, buy the beer, find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter, find us on our webpage, and let us know what you think about that beer.
Yes,
Yeah,
please
that was
do.
awesome. Cool.
So I guess that's it.
I'm Beef from the Beer Snobs, and I'll see you at the bar.
Hey guys, this is Brian with Beer Quest, and the quest is only part of the journey.
This is Damon. Auf Wiedersehen.
Calling all beer snobs, I am B, and you just heard one of our shows. Guess what else you can do? You can find us on the interwebs at Twitter, Facebook, G+, and we're on the Stitcher Radio Network. Be our friend on our social networks to find out what we're up to and find interesting beer articles we're releasing. If you want to advertise with the Beer Snobs, you can contact us at marketing@thebeersnobs.com. If you want to give us beer suggestions, you can find us at info@thebeersnobs.com or any of the social networks you can reach us. And as always, I'll see you at the bar.